Welcome to Buck This, where we fuel the stoke, catch some airtime, and unpack what it takes to live loud, laugh hard, and stay bucked. Let's drop in, baby. What's up, legends? Welcome to Throttle Thoughts. This is the part where you sit shotgun with me and my brain, and I spiral for like a couple minutes, so buckle up, it gets bumpy, y'all. Alright, what the hell is Buck This, Ariel? What are you doing? I have no idea. I'm just trying to have as much fun as I can, that's all I know. But listen, Linda, I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you, alright? Now, just buckle up for a second, okay? If Theo Vaughn... Oh my god, that man. I swear to God, anytime I think of Theo, the mullet. I don't know, it's the mullet. I don't know. Mullets just have this power over me. It's like game over if it's a mullet. It's like, oh God, Lord Jesus. So if you have a mullet, you should probably stay away. Or not. Not sure which one is the better answer there. There was this one time, quick story. There was this one time I was at a basketball game, and the ref had a mullet, and I swear to God, the way he was jogging up and down, his mullet, like, I wanted to know what kind of shampoo he was using. I was like, I didn't even know what the score was. Never. I was just locked in on the ref. The universe had its way, because we ended up running each other into the bar later that night. I tell you, the mullets, they come to me, too. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so what the hell is Buck This? Listen, I'm going to tell you what Buck This is right now. If Theo Vaughn, love that man, Chad Goes Deep, and The Bomb Hole, okay, if all three of those podcasts had a podcast orgy, Buck This is the specimen they create, okay? They are literally popping Chaz out of the podcast womb, okay, Kimosabis? Chaz is coming out of the podcast womb. You got Theo, Chad Goes Deep, and The Bomb Hole. Podcast orgy, Buck This. That's all I gotta say. Really, I shouldn't even have to explain myself anymore. You should already be like, what the hell? Okay, also, who the hell is Chaz? Oh, we love Chaz. Chaz is literally the friend in every friend group that we love and hate. Because without him, we are bored. We are not entertained, right? But with him, we're literally moments away from calling 911 because he is an idiot. Okay, he is literally an idiot. But we love him, and we just want him around because he, in some weird ass way, he makes life a little bit better. Okay, and like he is literally, honestly, my dream guy. I probably shouldn't say that, but I mean, in some shape or form, this is literally like my future husband. I'm joking. No, he's an idiot, right? I don't want my future husband to be an idiot. But when I have to get into character for Chaz, I have to meditate 3 days in advance to pull out Chaz energy. I'm not joking. So if you ever get to see me in Chaz form, just know that I mentally and spiritually performed, or I literally mentally and spiritually meditated to perform days in advance. Because that man is exhausting. Okay, he is literally exhausting. He drains me, but I love him so much. So, Chaz is the byproduct of the podcast orgy. So like, I mean, of course it's exhausting. God, that must have been so much work to produce that. But anyways, thanks for listening. This is Throttle Thoughts. I spiral for a couple minutes. You sit shotgun in my brain, and we buckle up and just have a good time, baby. Catch you next time.
You know that moment when someone says, hey, hold my beer. You know shit's about to go down. I sit down with Beavon, and we drop into stories that probably should have come with a waiver.
Not you live from Ben's Buckin' Bronco. We are in transit to go buy myself a truck. I really want to talk about how I met you.
I'm pretty sure we met at the top of the border cross or Bank Solid course because Kristen was like, you have to meet the Hood River coach. She's awesome.
Yeah, because Ben, you and
she's like, you don't know Ariel? I'm like, well, I've been gone for a couple years. No, I don't.
You don't know Ariel? You and I both are retired snowboard coaches. And you were the president.
Yeah, we took our 401ks and snowboard coaching. We retired.
Yeah, dude, I am cashing out monthly. Like, it's crazy.
I am so rich now.
I am so rich from coaching.
Snowboard coach.
I think I went more broke from coaching than I did money. But I met you because you were the president of the Oregon Interscholastic Snowboard Association.
Yes.
Ooh. Wow.
yes. Hey.
So fancy.
We didn't
And
name it.
it was my first year coaching, and at the end of the season, I was asked for some reason to help MC the awards banquet, which had like hundreds of people. And I was like, what?
Well, you just have
Okay.
like really good energy.
I
And, like
guess.
very
I don't
like
know.
charismatic. I think probably
I just was like, dude, there are so many coaches that have been doing this for years. Why would you ask me?
I feel like you were helping at the top of course and like wrangling
Yeah.
kids and like getting everybody stoked. And I think I don't remember, but I suspect that I saw you doing that. It was like,
Yeah.
dude, this chick needs like
give this girl more responsibility.
like I like MC. I'll MC awards. Like the other board members at the time didn't want to do it, and I was like, I'm president. I'll do it. But I love the organization, but I don't feel like I'm like the hype person. Like you're a hype person. Like so it was really rad to like
Yeah,
have
okay,
a hype person
I
on
meet
board.
I barely meet you, right? And then you're emceeing, I'm emceeing, and then I'm like, oh hey. And then we have to MC these awards in front of like hundreds of people together, right? And you know, we start off the awards, usually introducing all the board and whatnot, all the people that made tonight possible and the season possible, blah blah blah. And then I'm standing there thinking like, oh my God, Ben just introduced everybody. Like, I think I now have to introduce Ben. And I don't even fucking know you. And I literally had to introduce you in front of all these people and I didn't even know who you were.
So funny.
I bullshitted that like definitely pulled shit out of my asshole for you. I remember putting my hand on your back and just like hitting you a couple times, like patting your back and just being like, this guy right here. I was like, this guy's awesome. Like, I just said the most surface level things. Because I had no idea who you were. And I just was like smiling big with this look on my face. Like, yeah, everybody, like, this guy rocks. I didn't know who the hell you were.
You're not just a podcast, Ariel. You're a good show.
I think that we put ourselves in these boxes and these containers of like what we think we are, and then we don't ever really get out of them, you know?
Yeah.
Like I was a teacher for so long, and now I'm just this. Now I'm Chaz. Dude, I'm actually kind of scared to launch this because so many of my past students follow me, and I'm like, what are they gonna think when they see this? They honestly, probably a lot of my students didn't like me because I was kind of strict, but that was just how I knew to be a teacher to get them to take me seriously.
I mean, I feel like I would love it if I saw my teacher later on doing some unhinged shit.
They're gonna be,
you know?
Yeah, they're gonna see some ridiculous shit.
I think that'd be awesome.
I was Miss D.
Miss D.
I got some
All your
shit.
students got,
Especially when they came into health class and it was a sexual health unit. Miss D. Jesus Christ.
I remember in high school, you know how like you thought everyone was so like older than you, and like some of my teachers in hindsight were like
Not that much.
24 years old, and I
Yeah.
was like 17 or 18. Like, I
Just
can't.
imagine
it's so
yourself.
funny.
Imagine yourself 24 years old and you're in charge of 30 teenagers
I mean,
in a classroom teaching them about sexual health. That was me, dude.
it's probably more relatable. I mean, my younger teachers were more relatable.
Dude, there was this one time, I'm not joking, this is how I knew I was so immature. When it was a sexual health unit and I had to say the word penis, I wanted to laugh. I couldn't though, dude. Like,
You think you had Twitch though? Do you think the kids sounded
dude,
were
dude,
also
dude.
laughing?
And then actually one time I called it a dick. I did, I swear to God. And then I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get fired. Like, I was like, I
Oh
said
my
something,
God.
I can't remember exactly how I said it, but I said something on the lines of like, I can't remember what I said, but I said the word dick. I was like, well, the dick. And then there was this kid in the background who was the class clown, and he goes, and I was like, oh, fuck.
God, dude, you're like, all right, boys, listen, when you're Indian burning your man pole, thinking about some lady's ham sandwich.
One of these kids one time in the back, dude, I swear to God, the kids who were never that engaged in class,
Yeah.
as soon as the sexual health unit came on, they became extremely engaged. This one kid raised his hand one time and was like, yo, Miss D.
Oh yeah.
was showing him the diagram of the vagina, and one of the kids in the back raised his hand, and he was like, "All right, listen, Misty, show me where I got to touch to make it feel good." And all of the girls in the class just got so embarrassed. One of these girls' cheeks literally turned red. And I was embarrassed. Honestly, I was kind of stoked that he said that, because I took my pointer and I pointed and I said, well, the clitoris has a lot of nerve endings and is very sensitive to touch.
Dude, imagine if you were a dude teacher. I would feel so, like, even,
Yeah,
I can't even imagine how awkward I would feel.
I know. Yeah,
and then I'm like, anyway. But
that's
better to
that's
say he asked
uncomfortable.
you than like,
Yeah. They were I feel like they're very comfortable.
honestly though, that's kind of I think,
What was your sexual health education
But-
like?
I went to a Christian high school, like a
Oh,
super tiny
Lord.
Christian high school. I feel like they're just like, don't, I do think we actually had some sort of sex ed, and I can't remember if it was either the Bible teacher who was like just this really awkward, weird lady who was like oddly, creepily sexual, and but like old, and it was really uncomfortable, or it might have been like the principal. It's just this like robot. Clearly it made an impact, 'cause I don't remember a thing. Like my sex ed was calling my friend Laurel and being like, Laurel,
Where do I put it?
Laurel, what do I got to do to make it feel good? Like, what do I got to, where do I,
How do I put the condom on?
yeah, I knew that somehow.
We didn't have great sex ed back then. Okay, my
No.
sex education teacher was a bald man who told girls to keep their legs closed. Well, you can rest assured that the Hood River kids coming out of, the recent generational years, they're going to be quite prepared for their sexual endeavors. At least I hope so.
The Lord knows they're
Yeah.
prepared.
They are prepared. All right, they're gonna think
God
like
bless.
they're gonna be like, Miss D taught me.
Oh,
I'm glad to have provided that service
yeah.
as the hot sexual education teacher called Miss D.
In high school, like as a boy, your fucking hormones are off the charts. You're just like at all times trying to figure out how to hide your boner.
I know.
Dude, we had like gymnastics in high school, and literally every single hot woman in high school
Yeah.
was in gymnastics.
Yeah.
And then like
You just
the
pop it
dudes that you
out,
kind of
yeah.
think are probably gonna be gay,
Yeah.
which like cool. They're
Dude, no, like
they're the homies, but like they're like always trying to get me to do gymnastics, and I liked coordination, and like, and I literally was like, there's no way. They literally made the dudes wear these short shorts, and I'm like little silk short shorts, and you're holding the hottest girls in high school, and I'm like a sophomore. I'm like, there's no way I can do this. I will just have a boner the whole time. And I wanted to, and I could. And I found out later, my buddy Stefan, I was asking him last year, I'm like, dude, how did you do that? Like, how were you in gymnastics and like doing these pyramid, all this stuff? And he's like, I guess it's almost like cheerleading gymnastics. Anyway, he's like, oh, dude. He's like, I pull a headband up around my leg and I push my dick into the headband and like wedge my dick in the headband right up here. So just hold it to the side. And I was like, fuck, I could have been in gymnastics.
wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Would you say how's your flexibility right now, man?
I'm younger than I was last year.
I love that.
I just started sitting on a yoga block, cross-legged in the morning while I was eating, and it takes 85%
Dude, I
of
don't
my
think
back.
you understand how like important flexibility is. Like eventually as you get older, you just realize like flexibility is actually so important for your health, dude. Like
When you
think
see
about
the people-
snowmobiling, dude. You don't really need to like you're just standing up on a sled all day, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like dirt biking, you're just standing up on a dirt bike all day, right? Like these people like really aggressive riders in these motorsport worlds, I don't think that they're stretching enough.
I'm sure they're not.
Yeah, and they need to be, dude. Like
I mean, I'm not stretching enough either, but
it's just injury prevention, man. Their hips especially.
I feel like that's at some point, your number of age is getting older, but like the flexibility, I mean, I suppose the strengths too, but flexibility is like really what you notice, like makes people old, you know, when you see like dudes on a construction site and just like the way they can't get down to the floor and back up very well. And they're like, "Ugh." And,
honestly, I think it's a huge
I just want to be able to like,
yeah,
know?
dude. When I see a man able to touch his toes, you know, when you can just tell when a man is flexible, it's like very attractive. It's like, oh my God, like you want to like procreate with this man. Either you're taking care of your health or you just got good genes. I think it's a turn on when like a man is not like, oh, when he's bending over to pick something up, you know?
For me, that middle, that like the sitting on the yoga block, whatever, like I think it just loosened up my hips and that completely helped my back. It like, I feel like now I can like squat down and like pick,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Like you walk into a man's lit house and you see a yoga block and a yoga mat. A panty dropper. Yes. Sir. Yes.
I felt old as fuck 2 years ago. Like I was doing a bunch of construction and I wasn't like, I don't know, like honestly, I swear to God, going to therapy has helped my body loosen up so I can move better. But
I love it.
but I could like barely put my socks on. Like if you can't stand and put your socks on 1 foot at a time, you're fucking getting old. Like that's like, and I was like, for the first time in my life, I was like, oh my God, like I can barely like put my socks on in the morning. And that's when I started being like, all right, no, this is too soon. I am not a 50-year-old construction worker. And you know what? 50-year-old, there's like agile 50-year-old construction workers.
Yeah.
It's just whatever decade's a decade away from me. When I was 30, I was like, I'm not 40. And now that I'm, almost 42, I'm like, I'm not 52.
Like, fucking stretch more. You know? Ben, are you good at clapping your cheeks?
No, I have never tried. Practice? Possibly.
Someone reviewed you on clapping your cheeks?
Yeah, I'm on cheekfinder.com. They've reviewed me.
Ben, how does it feel to know that I'm a better snowmobiler than you?
I mean, you've gone more than me.
Ben, did you know that I'm, according to chat, I am GPT. I am a dedicated rider. Ben, how many miles did you put on your snowmobile last season?
I think hopefully like 40.
40 miles.
What happens though, Ariel, if we go out and I'm actually a better snowmobiler?
Do you know how many miles I put on my snowboard?
2010 40 miles season Snow Pro?
Honestly, I rode 570 miles last season, and that's not even a lot.
Did I give you one of those stickers? My sled has a sticker that says this vehicle makes frequent stops at your mom's house.
I do have one of those.
That adds like at least 300 miles of riding.
I feel like it's appropriate only when I'm Chaz. Because if I'm not Chaz, then I'm just a chick riding a sled that says I'm frequently making stops.
It's even better. It's funnier with the chick. Like Tasha put it on her van.
You know, I could do that. I could put that on. I could slap that on. I could just slap it on my camper too.
True.
You could really slap that anywhere.
Slap it on.
You could slap it
on them cheeks.
And you really do have to go snowmobiling together.
Yes.
This coming up season.
We shall.
I'm going to come out to Bozeman.
Dude, I didn't spend $1,500 on avalanche equipment 4 years ago actually I did. I
thought you were going to say your sled because that thing's so old.
No, I think at the time it was $3,300.
Okay, that's decent.
Yeah.
When I'm gonna roll up to the spot, my sled is worth more than my truck.
That's how it should be.
You think?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Like I think that's like a core. Like that's how you get respect. Like when I rolled up with my Geo Metro with 2 like mountain bikes on top of it that were individually worth like 3 times more than the car, people loved it.
Yeah.
People love that.
Well, for sure we're gonna have to hook up and go sledding. And you're also gonna have to hook up with Chaz and go sledding.
It's been my dream to hook up with Chaz.
Yeah, that's a lot of people say that. He's a hard man to catch.
Yeah.
He's one of those where, you're
looking around and 1 minute hanging out with your friend Ariel, next minute she gone.
I keep that wig strapped on me. You never know when I'm gonna pull that bitch out.
Strap on that.
I'm gonna strap on that wig.
You just can't peg Chaz, you know? You never know. Just pop out.
My God, dude.
Never know. Ariel's gonna strap on Chaz.
You never know. You never know. You never know when I'm gonna strap on Chaz. Oh my God. He'd be real proud right now if he was here to listen to this.
He'd be dominating the conversation.
He'd be clapping those cheeks.
Yeah.
For you, Ben. He would be. Or you'd be clapping your cheeks for him.
You know, he's totally
You're the one with
you
the
feel
good
me, man? I
reviews.
clap my cheeks.
You're the one with the good reviews of community.
I had a cougar try to creep on me and just be like, "You coming home with me tonight?" I was like, "We had the whole party, girl. You didn't even flirt with me." This was when I was like 21 and she was 30. She was like,
Oh, that
your
story.
age.
Yeah.
Your age, but at the time,
my age.
she
Okay,
was
so what?
cougering
You were
hard.
how old?
I was like 21 and she was 30.
Well, I'm not a cougar to a 21-year-old.
I was
21-year-olds.
She was our
21-year-olds are cougaring me still.
yeah.
I gotta
like
shoo them
something else.
off.
That's like what do you call a baby cougar? Because that's what
A
they're
baby
you know.
cougar?
If they're not cougaring you, they're like whatever we call a baby cougar. You know, it's doing that.
No.
I'm just saying, when I was 21, we felt like Green Bean was the cougar creeping on all us young boys.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure she was only 30. And
Wow.
she successfully cougared many a man.
I never thought a
from
30-year-old
school.
would be classified as a cougar.
Well, when you're 21, 30, like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's crazy.
think about how old 30-year-olds were when you were 20.
I guess.
They were ancient. When I was 21, my buddy Tyler Costin moved to Montana, started working with us, and he was doing like one-footed backflips. He was doing 540s, and this is how delusional I was as a 21-year-old. He was 24, and I was like, I couldn't believe. I remember thinking this exact thought. I was like, whoa, dude. I was like, whoa, old dudes can still rip. Like, I literally was like, he's ancient. This man is 24 years old, and I can't believe he can still do 540s and backflip.
That's ridiculous.
And I was 21. Like, that's how removed from reality I was.
I know. I know. It's crazy. You really just think, I know. It's crazy. Because I don't
Nothing
feel
against
old.
21-year-olds. I love it. Like, they're great. They're fucking, I
Their
love
their
snowboarding.
brains are just not.
It's dangerous. I
Yeah.
get too stoked. I go out with them, and I'm like that old dog chasing a sprinkler, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like, and I'm like the crippled guy on the mountain just trying to like hang out with 21-year-olds and like sending it too hard.
No.
I'm honestly not.
I am
crippled,
trained after I hang out with my younger friends. I have to isolate for a week. I'm like, oh shit. I feel the same way. Like anytime I go into Chaz mode, once I'm done with him, dude, I got 3 days of being at home.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous.
I think
That man's exhausted.
I've realized I can still do like what my younger self used to be able to do, but my younger self used to be able to like stay up all night, drink a bunch, get no sleep, and go rip the next day. And now I have to pick one.
I know.
Like I can do one of those things,
I know.
but I can't
Dude,
do all
like,
three.
There's just no way that I could like party my ass off, wake up, go rip a sled, and then party again, and then wake up and then go snowboard, and then like go out and
Close
then
the bar.
dude, it's just exhausting. Like it's exhausting. It's like you got to choose one or the other. You got to either choose party or you got to choose do sports. It's like I can't mesh them.
Kind of being grateful though, because at least I can still do all the things. You know, like eventually I'll probably get old. I mean, hopefully, if I get lucky, I'll get old, and then when I'm actually old, I won't even be able to do the things at all. So, but I'll be able to do some things, I guess. Things.
Amen.
Cross that bridge when we get there.
I'm good at crossing bridges.
Are you carrying gas for the lighter?
You know, it just we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I guess.
Oh.
Well, folks, Thanks for joining in on a session of Hold My Beer, where we drop into stories that should have come with a waiver. We will catch you next time, folks.
That's your full throttle session. If your life's not a little bucked, are you even doing it right? Catch you next episode. Same chaos, new shenanigans. Until then, stay bucked, y'all.